So at this point, getting started with the animation, you may realize that you don't want to animate things separately. You may have way too many layers. So if, let's say, I want the eyes and the head and the horn and the ears to just all be one thing, and I'm just going to rotate the head, then I can right click on the ones that are selected and use the pre-compose. Pre-compose will replace those layers with a composition that has all of them in it. In this case, I'm going to call this the whole head. And you'll see that there's a little composition icon next to it. And I can rotate the whole composition and everything goes with it. Now, let me zoom out a little bit to the fit, and you'll see that the star is not moving with it. So you could still animate that part by parenting the star to the whole head so that the rotation happens, and yet you can go in and make changes to the star. To make changes to the head, you can double click on the composition and you'll see that we've got all of the layers still accessible here. If I select the eyes layer and zoom in to 100%, you can see that I can still actually add the blink. So you can go in and make changes to these. So let me do the scale, unlinking, and scale this vertical. So I'm going to go forward those few frames, 1, 2, 3, scale it down a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then make it go back to 100. As long as the anchor point is right in the middle. Sometimes you have to fix it by moving the anchor point back to a center position. But now I've got that blink happening, and I can select those, copy them, and paste them throughout here randomly. And of course, once you have a few, you can Control V and put several. If I go back to my original monster, I'm getting those blinks, and I can keyframe that rotation from a negative number to a positive number. And then again, duplicating that as needed in order to continue that rocking motion. So the blink is happening and the whole head is rotating, and I can do something separate to the star. What might I want to do with the star? Well, there's some color changes that you can do for something like that that could be a lot of fun. I'll show that next.